J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings is more than just a tale of hobbits and rings. It is a vast and intricate world brimming with rich lore. Brimming with rich history, complex characters, and terrifying creatures. Among these creatures, dragons occupy a position of particular dread and fascination. While Smaug is perhaps the most famous dragon in Tolkien's legendarium, he was not the first. That title belongs to Glaurung, the father of dragons, a being whose influence and destructive power shaped the first age of Middle-earth in profound ways. This video delves into the details of Glaurung's existence, his origins, his impact on the world, and ultimately, his demise. Greetings all, I'm your guide the Archivist. Today I will look at Glaurung, the Lord of Dragons. Before we begin, please remember to like the like and subscribe waystones down below, so that more people can learn from the archives. Glaurung was not a naturally occurring creature. He was bred and nurtured by Morgoth, the original Dark Lord, in the pits of Angband. Unlike the winged and fire-breathing dragons of later ages, Glaurung was initially wingless. He was, however, immensely powerful and coated in scales of impenetrable armour. He breathed a venomous fire that could wither flesh and corrupt the mind. Glaurung's creation was a significant event in the escalating conflict between the elves and Morgoth. He was intended to be a weapon of immense destructive force, a living engine of war capable of breaking through the defences of even the most formidable fortresses. The details of his early life are scarce, but it is known that he was carefully cultivated and trained to serve Morgoth's will. Unlike the later dragons, who were primarily driven by greed of gold and jewels, Glaurung's primary motivation was malice and the desire to serve his master. He revelled in the destruction and delighted in the suffering of others. This malevolence, combined with his immense power, made him a truly terrifying foe. Glaurung first emerged from Angband in the year 260 of the First Age, a terror unleashed upon the unsuspecting elves. His immense size and fiery breath caught the Noldor elves off guard, scattering their forces and allowing Morgoth to gain a significant advantage in the war. This marked a turning point in the conflict, exposing the vulnerability of the elves and heralding a new era of darkness. His most notable contribution to Morgoth's war effort was in his role in the ruining of the Noldorin kingdoms. He played a crucial role in the Battle of the Unnumbered Tears, where he broke the lines of the elves and men, sowing chaos and despair. The details of his actions in this battle are particularly gruesome. He charged into the thick of the fighting, his fiery breath incinerating swathes of warriors, and his immense bulk crushing all who stood in his path. His mere presence inspired terror, causing entire formations to crumble and flee. Beyond the battlefield, Glaurung's influence extended to the corruption of individuals. His gaze and his words were as deadly as his fire. He possessed a potent form of hypnotism that he used to manipulate and break the wills of those who fell under his influence. He sowed discord and distrust, turning allies against each other and further weakening the resistance against Morgoth. One of the most tragic examples of his corrupting influence is in the tale of Turin Turambar and his sister Nienor. Glaurung, through deception and manipulation, caused the siblings to forget their true identities, leading to a devastating and ultimately tragic fate. The details of this tragic story highlight the insidious nature of Glaurung's power and his ability to inflict lasting damage on those he targeted. While initially wingless, Glaurung continued to grow in power and malevolence through the First Age. He learned, adapted, and refined his destructive capabilities. He became more cunning, more cruel, and more effective as a weapon of Morgoth. He learned to master the art of deception, using his words and his illusions to sow discord and despair. Over time, he became known as the Father of Dragons, not just for his role as the first, but also for his influence on the dragons that followed. He set a precedent for their destructive nature, their greed, and their service to evil. The details of his reign of terror served as a blueprint for the dragons of later ages, solidifying his position as the progenitor of a fearsome lineage. Despite his immense power and destructive capabilities, Glaurung was not invincible. His reign of terror eventually came to an end at the hands of Turin Turambar, the tragic hero whose life he had so thoroughly ruined. After years of wandering and hardship, Turin finally confronted Glaurung in the forest of Brethel. The details of this confrontation are as follows. Turin, armed with the powerful black sword Gurthang, lay in wait beneath a ravine known as the Cabed Nararas. When Glaurung passed over the ravine, Turin, with a desperate thrust, plunged Gurthang into the dragon's underbelly, a vulnerable spot hidden beneath his armoured scales. The blow was mortal. Glaurung, writhing in agony, unleashed a torrent of venomous fire before succumbing to his wounds, but even in death his malice persisted. With his dying breath, he revealed the tragic truth of Turin and Nienor, the revelation drawing Nienor to suicide and further compounding Turin's grief. Glaurung's death was a significant victory for the forces of good, but it did not end the war against Morgoth. His legacy, however, lingered long after his demise. He demonstrated the potential for dragons to be used as weapons of mass destruction, a lesson that Morgoth's successor Sauron would later take to heart. The details of Glaurung's existence serve as a cautionary tale, reminding the free peoples of Middle-earth of the ever-present threat of evil and the importance of vigilance and courage. His story continues to resonate with readers today, reminding us that even the most formidable foes can be overcome, but often at a great cost. He served as a prototype for all future dragons, setting the stage for the likes of Smaug and the other formidable draconian creatures that would plague Middle-earth in the ages to come. His cunning, his malice, and his destructive power cemented his place as one of the most formidable and terrifying villains in Tolkien's legendarium. And so I have now covered the content for this video, but if there's anything that has been missed, please share them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this content, please remember to like the like and subscribe waystones down below. Na luego Vanadvan. Until we meet again.